Hi, so it's been a crazy few days for me. On the Sunday I handed in my thesis, then on the Wednesday I defended the thesis, on the Friday I graduated, and on the Saturday I flew back home to England. I can't believe that I'm now back in the UK after 10 whole months in Sweden, but I think after the last 3 months thinking continuously about the same topic for the thesis, I must admit that I'm really happy to be done with it. So the format of the thesis is naturally completely different to the format of other courses. We have no classes, instead you have occasional meetups with your supervisor, but really you're completely in charge of your own workload and making sure you get everything done on time. I actually wrote the thesis in a pair with another individual, and some people in our class wrote on their own, some of us wrote in pairs. We were really actively encouraged by the university to write in a pair because they felt this was the most successful way of writing the thesis, but I think this is definitely a thing that everyone should consider on their own, should think about the way they like to write and whether there's anyone in the class they feel they can completely trust to get the work done to a high quality. Luckily I was writing with someone who's very academically bright, and so writing it together was not a problem. So we've had quite a few seminars throughout the thesis course. About 5 weeks before the deadline, we met up with other students from our course with no supervisors present, just to talk about how our research was going and to talk about any potential problems we were facing. Then about 2 weeks before the deadline we had the pre-final seminar in which teachers and other course members read through a draft of our thesis, so a completed draft including the discussion and conclusion sections, and gave us some really helpful comments to improve for the final seminar, which we had 2 days after the deadline, where we gave a short presentation of our thesis and then faced a number of questions from both our course mates and from the examiner. So the examiner was one individual who was also a supervisor for another group on our course. So it's been quite a frustrating process at times, especially with only having one examiner to give your overall grade, but this is something we've talked about with a number of members of staff, and I definitely think it's something they're going to consider changing for next year, which is good. And overall it's been a really good experience for myself because I was given complete freedom to choose a topic that was of interest for my future, so that's been really useful, being able to go in depth on something that I found particularly interesting. I've also had an incredible supervisor who's been really supportive throughout the process, and it's been really enjoyable getting to learn more about his approach. So with the end of the thesis has come the end of my time at Dalarna University and the end of my time in Sweden. It has been absolutely heartbreaking to say goodbye to so many incredible people, but I've got incredible memories of this year and really incredible memories of the community here at Dalarna University. Bye!